If there's a mantra that job gurus and career experts like to tell you, it's don't take job rejections personally. Well, that's easy to say when you're the one that's being told that you can't get the job that you've been hoping to get for the last couple of months. Why? Comes down to two things: logic and emotion. I'm Devin Higgins, and this is 4 Minutes of Truth. Hey everybody, hope you're doing safe and well wherever you may be in the wide world this Monday. And I was thinking about this over the weekend because as somebody who has been through the grinder of trying to keep my career going and moving in a forward trajectory for the better part of the last decade, that has been the one thing I have heard said to me over and over and over again, is that when those job rejections come, and they've been coming my way for a long time, you can't take them personally. Well, on paper, that's fine, except you're telling somebody who has been trying to find whatever way they can to get to a position where they can keep their life and their goals and their careers and their ambitions moving forward, that they can't. So realistically, how else do you expect them to take it? From the business side of it, it makes a certain level of sense because they have to look at it logically. They have to consider, okay, who's going to be the best candidate? But from the perspective of the applicant and the person looking to get their foothold in that job, you can only look at it logically for so long. Then you can't help but look at it from the emotional standpoint, especially the further along you go if you get that far in the process. Because why are people looking to apply to jobs? They want to be able to work, they need to be able to make money, and it's not even just about saying, I have a cushy job or I necessarily have the best job. What they're looking at is, how can I pay my bills? How can I take care of my family? Also, whether people want to recognize this or not, they're thinking about also other things like, well, what can I do outside of work? How can I start saving up for things like retirement and big life purchases like a house or a new car? There's so many things that are going through an applicant's mind when they're sending off every portfolio and every application to every company, that people aren't applying to jobs that they don't want to work for. Every job that I've ever sent my information into has been with a company that I did my research and I looked into them and I said, hey, I would really like to work for you. So let's talk, let's sit down and figure out how this can work and how I can help you and how you can help me. It's one thing when you get the generic, nondescript rejection email. That's bad enough. You know, you send in an application. I sent in an application to a couple of companies and I was getting rejection emails inside of 15-20 minutes sometimes, because everything is so set to algorithms and how a computer recognizes things on your cover letter and whatnot. When you start going through the hiring process and you go to interviews and you actually are able to have, I can't say face-to-face conversations in the current state of affairs, but when you're having interviews with people and you're getting to know the company and you're getting to them to know a little bit more about you, and you start building up that sort of idea in your head, which again is a purely emotional thing, because the further along the process you go, you like to think that the better the chance is you're going to be the person who's hired. And then when they come back and say, yeah, well, thanks, but no thanks, good luck in your future endeavors and all that stuff, you cannot look at it logically. You can't sit there and just think, oh, well, it was just a business decision. And for a lot of people who are really struggling and are really, I don't want to say desperate, but are really pushing themselves so hard to get into those opportunities, which are getting rarer by the day, are being told no time and again, logic goes right out the window. You can't look at it logically. Then you start looking at yourself going, why can't I get these opportunities? Why are these going to other people? What is so special about these people that they're able to start taking advantage of these things that I desperately want, but I'm always being told no? And you can find yourself going down a very, very dark path emotionally and mentally, because you're asking somebody to look at an emotional situation, which means I could get my life going up this way. Instead, I've got it going this way. I don't care how strong you are or how mentally tough you think you are, you hit a point where you cannot look at it logically. So in the meantime, you can find all my information. I'm still looking for work. You can find it all right here. Otherwise, have a safe and happy rest of your week, and I will talk to you again soon. Bye.